Hello, students, and welcome to session 2 of week 14. This is our very last lecture video of the semester. There will be no lecture videos next week. You'll just do your final project. So let's go ahead and begin. This week, the classes run from Monday, June 15th until Sunday, the 21st. Let's talk about what you need for this class. You need your textbook. You need the outline and final script files from the assignment section. So you should have those downloaded or printed out and ready to fill out. And you also need the final Unit 3 video presentation file, which you guys can find in the assignment and material section, okay? So if you don't have those things, please stop, go get it, and then come back. Okay? Now that you have those things, let's begin. So what will you learn by completing this class? By completing this class, you will learn how to write a closer that emphasizes something special, write an outline and a script for the final presentation, and learn about the final presentation project and how it will be graded. So we're going to learn how to write an ending to a script that emphasizes something special. We will write the outline and script for the final presentation, and you will learn the details about the final presentation project and how it will be graded. Okay? So let's go ahead and start with learning how to write a closer that emphasizes something special. So, an effective way, or a good way, a helpful way, a powerful way to end a presentation about a prized possession is to list the main reasons it's special to you and emphasize the most important reason. We're going to see an example of this and also learn how to do it ourselves. So here we see a couple times this word, emphasize. To emphasize something means to show that it is very important. Maybe this means saying it more than one time. Maybe you repeat it and say it twice. Or maybe you say it with a lot of feeling to emphasize what it is or why it's special. So let's go ahead and see an example. We are going to watch a video by Grace. Fill in the blanks here on page 39, right? We see up here page 39. Fill in the blanks. There is a phrase that's repeated 3 times. 3 times. Let's go ahead and listen and see what that phrase is, okay? So please have your textbook open to page 39 and fill in the blanks. Here we go.
It's not because it's beautiful or expensive. It's because it brings back childhood memories. It's because someone very special to me made it with her own hands. Most of all, it's because my grandmother gave it to me. Thank you.
Okay, now that we have watched Grace's video, let's go ahead and check our answers. We have, it's not because it's beautiful or expensive. It's because it brings back childhood memories. It's because someone very special to me made it with her own hands. Most of all, it's because my grandmother gave it to me. So what phrase do we see there that's repeated 3 times? We see it's because. We know that we use the word because to talk about a reason for something. So we're talking about why something is special. It's because. It's because. It's because. Or we see here, it's not because. We're going to use this box on page 39 to write a closer or an ending for your presentation. So we are going to see it's not because, or it's not only because, it's not just because, rather, instead, most of all, above all, it's because. So it's not because of this, rather, it's because of this. Let's go ahead and look at some examples and learn how to do this ourselves. So here we see this sentence about this notebook. It's not only because it is cute. Instead, it's because my mother gave it to me. So this answers the question, why is this notebook important? It's not only because it's cute. Instead, it's because my mother gave it to me. So, why is it important? Because my mother gave it to me. How did I make this invitation or this presentation closer? I used the orange box on page 39, right? I used, it's not only because da da da. Instead, it's because da da da. So it's not just for this one reason that it's cute, it's for the reason that my mother gave it to me. Let's look at some more examples using this box. Here we see a phone, right? Maybe my prized possession is my iPhone. Let's go ahead and make a good closer using it's not because, it's because. Here we go. It's not only because it's a good color, it's because my friend gave it to me. And it's because I can talk with my friends. So here, again, I used that orange box and I said, it's not only because it's a good color. It's a good color. That's part of why I like it. But the big reasons why I like it are because my friend gave it to me. Wow, very nice friend to give you an iPhone. And because I can talk with my friends. So we're showing it's not just for reason number one, it's because of reason number two, or we also gave another one, a third reason as well. There are many reasons why a possession would be important to us, right? So this is a way that we can show all the many reasons why something is important. All right, here we have some jeans. Let's go ahead and again, see why it's important using this box. It's not because they are a nice pair of jeans. It's because I met my first love wearing these jeans. So they are a nice pair, this should say of, a nice pair of jeans. Instead, it's because I met my first love wearing these jeans. So they're nice, but they're not important to me because they're nice. Rather, it's because I met my first love wearing these jeans. All right, now we have a prized possession of a Starbucks cup. So I want you to practice by yourself and make an example closer using this box, okay? Why would this cup be important to someone? It's not because of this. Rather, instead, it's because of this reason. Okay? So pause the video and give it a try. Let's go ahead now that you have done this and see what a possible answer could be for a closer. We could say, it's not just because I can drink water with the cup. Rather, it's because my girlfriend bought it for me. So, why is it important? Not just because I can drink water with it. That's one reason why I like it. Rather, it's because why? Why is it a prized possession? My girlfriend bought it for me. Okay? So we can use these phrases in this box to show why something is special. It's not only for this one reason, it's also this other reason. Reason number two, right? Maybe both of them are important, maybe one of them is more important, but we want to show in the second half why. What is the most important reason why this is your prized possession? All right, let's go ahead and give it a try with some Bulldog Bokumyan. So here we see a wrapper, just the outside. Go ahead and practice making a closer. Why on earth would a packet of Bulldog Bokumyan be someone's prized possession? Try to be creative and think of some reasons why somehow this packet of ramen is very important. Okay? Let's go ahead and see how we could write a good closer if we did a presentation about Bultak Bokumyan being our prized possession. We could say, it's not just because it is spicy, which means I like it because it's spicy. That's reason number one. But that's not the big reason why it's important to me. Instead, it's because, reason number two, this was the first ramen that made me cry when eating it, so I saved the plastic packaging. So there are many different kinds of prized possessions we can have, right? Here, we're using this method to show the most important reason. What is it about your possession that makes it so important to you? And we can do that by saying, again, not just for this reason, but most importantly, this is why it's very important to me. This was the first ramen that made me cry. Okay, now that we have learned how to make an effective closer for your presentation, let's go ahead and learn how to write an outline and a script for the final presentation. Let's go ahead and look at how to make your outline. So you can do this in your book, or you can do it with the document in the assignment section. This is page 43 in your book, and you're going to use your mind map to write sentences on this outline. If you don't have a book, or you want to do it on a separate piece of paper, you can use the outline.doc file from eClass. Please, I am going to say this very strongly. Please write sentences. Don't just write words, and make sure you do every part, okay? Don't leave anything blank. Let's look at an example. My prized possession is my guitar. So let's go ahead and start with the description. My guitar is normal sized. It is shaped like a classic guitar. It is smooth and clean. It's also red and black. So here I talked about its size, shape, texture, and pattern, the color, right? Which we see here, we're doing our description. What does it look like? Now let's look at condition. It is a new guitar. It is in perfect condition. Why? Because it's new. It's not old or faded. It's new and in perfect condition. Let's go to the history. How and when I got it. I got it 5 months ago. And my dad gave it to me as a gift. Remember these terms from last week? I got it when, or I have had it since, or for. So I have had it for 5 months. Or I could say I have had it since February. And my dad gave it to me as a gift. Now let's look at how I use it now. I keep it near my desk and I practice with it every day. So we have our verbs here, right? How do we use it? I practice with it and play music with it every day. Like this, you're going to fill out your outline and use full sentences, okay? All right. Now, how can we use the outline to write a script? How can we take that outline and turn it into a script? You can look at page 97 in your book for the example script, right? It's right here. If you don't have it, pause the video and read, over here, read the example script. Her script is very long, right? We see it's very long. So your script does not have to be this long, but you will see many examples of good language in this, and you'll get a good idea of what your script should be like. So, the outline and the final script are your assignments. Please download the outline and final script document in the assignments folder on eClass. You're going to write your outline and final script for the final presentation. You're going to submit it to eClass, and it's due on this Sunday, Sunday the 21st. Then, just like I did for your presentation number 2, I will check your script and send you some notes, right? Just comments on eClass. So, this is how it's going to work, okay? Type your script and send it to me. I'll check your script and give you some feedback or comments on your assignment on eClass. Then you will see my comments and edit your script if you need. Then that's it, and you can record your video. Okay? Now that we have learned our first 2 objectives, let's go ahead and learn about the final presentation project and how it's going to be graded. The topic for your final presentation project is, of course, as you know, a prized possession. You are going to make a 1 to 3 minute video about one of your prized possessions. It is worth 20% of your grade. And you must show me your prized possession in the video. So I don't have a prized possession close by, but if my prized possession were this microphone, then I would talk about it in my video and show this is my prized possession. Okay, so please show me your prized possession in the video. You must also show your face and use gestures in your video as well, okay? Let's go ahead and watch an example, Grace's example, of a good presentation. Okay, here we go. Let's watch an example.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to begin with a simple question. What is one possession you own that you would be very sad to lose? For me, it's this pencil case. I know it doesn't look special, but it's one of my prized possessions. Today, I want to share my prized pencil case with you so that you can understand why it's important to me. I'll point out some of its features and tell you a little about its history and how I use it now. Finally, I'll talk about why it's important to me. Okay, I hope you can all see it clearly. Its size and shape are just normal, about the same as an airmail envelope. However, it's a lot more colorful, right? If you look closely, you can see that the outside has a striped pattern going all the way across. Blue at the top, then red, blue, and yellow. Here in the middle, there's a narrow row of blue and gray triangles, and under that, a row of green and yellow checks. The pencil case is made of thick cotton cloth with this metal zipper at the top. I'm not sure if you can see it clearly from there, but the zipper is a little broken at this end, so it can't close all the way. You can see it here on this slide. There's also a small hole here near the top. It's a bit faded now. The colors used to be much brighter. So that's what it looks like. Now, can you guess how old it is? Well, I got this pencil case 15 years ago. It was a gift from my grandmother when I started elementary school. Here she is. In fact, she made it for me herself. She told me that the pencil case would always help me get good grades in school. I kept it in my backpack all through elementary, junior high, and high school until the zipper broke. Now I keep it on my desk at home, and I always have around 20 pens and pencils in it. Of course, these days I do most of my schoolwork on my computer, but I still like to use my pens and pencils when I brainstorm, write notes, make lists, things like that. In conclusion, I hope you now understand why this useful but old and faded cloth pencil case is one of my prized possessions. It's not because it's beautiful or expensive. It's because it brings back childhood memories. It's because someone very special to me made it with her own hands. Most of all, it's because my grandmother gave it to me. Thank you.
Okay, now that you have seen a good example of a presentation about a prized possession, let's go ahead and talk about how your project will be graded. So there's a final assessment form on eClass. I am going to use this form to grade your project. Do not write on this form. It's there just for you to look at and understand how I will grade your project. Only the professor will use this form, okay? Only I will use this form, not you. So here is the assessment form. There are many categories, right? Out of a total of 20 points and 20% of your grade. Let's go ahead and start with talking about the structure and organization. So, if this is an example of an opening, an introduction for a prized possession. First, we have the greeting. Hello, my name is Miguel. Thank you for coming today. Then we have our opener. Do you have something that represents your dream? Then our topic sentence. Well, today I want to tell you about my guitar. Then our reason. This is special to me because it represents my dream to be a musician. And finally, a preview. First, I will tell you when I got it. Then I will tell you how I got it and why it's special to me. So, like this, please make sure that you have all of these parts in your introduction, including a good opener. It is good to use a question for the opener, right? Do you have something that represents your dream? Using a question is a great way to make your introduction interesting. All right, let's look at signal phrases, their review, and the closer. So, just like we just talked about, a closer is how you end your presentation. And you can do that using this box. It's not only a good color. It's because my friend gave it to me, and it's because I can talk with my friend. It should say it's not only because it's a good color, it's because my friend gave it to me, and it's because I can talk with my friend, right? This is a closer. How about using the unit grammar? Let's go ahead and review some helpful words and phrases that you can use in your video to talk about your prized possession. We have dotted, thick, swirl, smooth, right? These are pattern and texture words. Thin, striped, soft, fade, or we could say faded, floral, checked, right? Remember these words? So, those are some words and phrases we can use to describe the appearance of our prized possession. How about speaking? You should speak smoothly and naturally in your presentation. Remember to pause between thought groups. For example, let's go ahead and look at this sentence and see what a good example would be. Today, I want to share my prized pencil case with you so you can understand why it's important to me. It's important to pause at punctuation marks because those are our thought groups, right? Today, I want to share my prized pencil case with you so you can understand why it's important to me. Make sure you don't have hesitation, that you don't pause in the wrong places or pause too much, and that you speak smoothly. Okay? All right, how about presentation skills? Do you remember the bad eye contact examples from earlier this semester? Don't do this. Don't read. Don't look over here. Don't have your paper in front of your face. And don't read, right, looking down all the time. Don't do it. Don't do that. Those are bad examples of eye contact. Look at the camera when you are speaking. You can look at your note cards and you can look at your script, but this is important. Don't read, okay? You should practice many times. I don't want to have a video of you reading your script. This is a presentation. A presentation is not reading, right? A presentation is not, hello, nice to meet you. Today I will talk about my prized possession. No, no, no. It should be, hi everyone. Today I will tell you about my prized possession. Keep eye contact, use a natural voice, and do not read your script, okay? Also, remember the tips from last week we learned about show and tell. You will show your possession, right? So if it's your phone, oh, this is my prized possession. Choose one that's big enough for the audience to see. Show all parts of it. Don't hold it in front of your face. Don't wave it around, and put it where everyone can clearly see it. How about your confidence and energy in your voice? Again, look at the camera. You should have good energy. Here's an example of good energy. Today, I want to share my prized pencil case with you so you can understand why it's important to me. Ding, that's good energy. What's bad energy? Here's an example of bad energy. Today, I want to share my pencil case with you so you can understand why it's important to me. Dang, not good energy. Make sure you have an energetic voice, and this is helpful by looking at the camera and not reading, right? You should also speak loudly and clearly. Please do not put your hands over your face and do not wear a mask, okay? I am the only person who will see your video, so it's okay. No mask, okay? Your volume should be clear as well. Here's an example of good volume. Today, I want to share my prized pencil case with you so you can understand why it's important to me. Here's bad volume. Today, I want to share my prized pencil case with you so you can understand why it's important to me. That is too quiet, right? Please use good volume, loud and clear. The time limit for your video is 1 minute to 3 minutes. To get full points, please keep your time close to 1 to 3 minutes. So 5 minutes? No. 55 seconds? No. 1 minute and 55 seconds? 3 minutes and 25 seconds? That's okay. Keep it close to 1 to 3 minutes. About 2 minutes is probably perfect. All right, let's look at your final presentation project in week 15. So next week, after you do your outline and your script, you're going to make a 1 to 3 minute video about a prized possession. Upload the video to YouTube or Naver and make it unlisted. Okay, this is very important. Upload the video. Do not submit an MP4. Do not send it to my email. Do not send the file. You should upload a URL or a link, right? I do not want your file. You must upload it. And you will submit the video link to the assignment folder. That is due on Friday, okay? Very important, Friday, not Sunday. It's due Friday, June 26th. And it's 20% of your grade. When you upload it to YouTube, you're going to choose this option, okay? This is unlisted. And as you can see here, if it's unlisted, only the people who you give the link to can see it. And you will only give me the link, okay? So upload it to YouTube as unlisted. The last thing we should talk about today is that there is going to be absolute grading, right? Which we see here, 절대 평가. So what does that mean? For this class, we will use absolute grading. This means you will get a score based on your real grade. For example, if you have a 92, you'll get an A0. I can't move the grade to an A+. If you have a 95, you get an A+. If you have an 83, you'll get a B0, and I can't move the grade to a B+. So, at the end of the semester, if you ask me, Professor, can you please change my grade from an A0 to an A+? I will say, I'm sorry, I can't change your grade. I cannot change your grade. If at the end of the semester you say, Professor, please can you change my grade from a B0 to a B+, I will say, I'm sorry, I can't change your grade. If at the end of the semester you say, Teacher, please can you change my grade from C0 to C+, I will say, I'm sorry, I can't change your grade. Okay, this is absolute grading. Your grade will be what you have earned in this class, and I cannot change it, okay? All right, that is it for our very last lecture video. Good luck with your project, and please, if you have any questions, ask them now. Do not wait till next week. Any questions you have about the project, grades, the class ending, anything like that, please ask now, okay? Good luck, everyone. I have loved having you in my class. I have really enjoyed watching your videos and learning about you, and I can't wait to see your final presentation. Okay? Bye, everyone.